Thank you, Troy. Tomorrow, free bikes for kids needs your help. Whether you're looking to volunteer your time or donate a bike, the organization is looking to make a difference tomorrow at participating Meijer locations. To learn how to help with free bikes for kids, we're here with Larry Farrow. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great, thank
Good.
you.
Okay, so tell me more about this initiative.
Free Bikes for Kids started in 2018 here in Detroit, and basically what we do is we collect used bikes from the public that they no longer have a use for, and then we collect the bikes, and tomorrow, Saturday, you can drop off a bike at a Meijer location, 25 different locations throughout Metro Detroit, and what we do is we'll pick up the bikes all day long, and then we'll take them to a warehouse that we have in Detroit. And from October to December, we will fix those bikes, make sure that they're safe, rideable, and give them to a child who doesn't have a bike. And
That's such an incredible initiative.
and who doesn't remember their first bike?
Yeah.
And it's really good, and that's why, you know, having this exposure, our biggest issue is we want to get the word out. So if you have that bike in the garage, and a lot of people do, that you're not using any longer, please feel free to drop it off at a Meijer location tomorrow.
So Larry, take me back a little bit. How did this organization come into being?
Free Bikes for Kids is essentially a national organization that started in Minneapolis about 15 years ago. And so they've grown to about 17 cities across the country. We started it in Detroit in 2018. And we've been pretty successful. We collect about 2,000 to 3,000 bikes a year.
Wow.
We've given out over 12,000 bikes in 6 years. And our goal is to get 4,000 bikes. The bikes are there. We just want to get them.
Yeah, and we said if you donate your time or donate a bike. Tell me about how impactful this is. And if people want to volunteer, what are the options?
Sure. So first, everything we do is with all volunteers. And what we do, once we get the bikes, we have a warehouse that the Piston Group has donated to us. This is our 4th year using this building in Corktown. And we have 3 shifts a day, 3 hours each shift, where volunteers come down and help fix the bikes. First person, usually people will say, well, I don't know anything about fixing a bike. Well, do you know how to clean? Because the bikes have to be clean. And it's amazing when you tell somebody, you know, clean this bike like it's going to be given to your child.
Yeah.
Those bikes come out so clean.
I'm sure.
And then we have preppers that do, you know, intermediate work like change a tire or handlebar. And then we have mechanics. Now those are the harder jobs to fill.
Yeah.
But every bike has to be inspected and approved for rideability and safety.
Okay.
And so that's where the volunteers come in. So you can go on our website, fb4kdetroit.org, and you'll see a tab that says volunteer, and you can pick a job to do and set up a time to come.
Okay, now Larry, not every old bike is created equally. What kind of condition do these bikes need to be in?
You know, obviously it'd be nice to be intact. However, if it's not very good, what we do with the bike is we'll take parts off of that bike and use it on a bike that needs that part. But we're pretty, you know, when we see the bikes come in, I would say over 50% of the bikes come in need little or no work. Because people, once they have this bike and their kids have outgrown it, it sits in the garage for years, and then they're tired of looking at it, and you know what they do? They end up putting it in the garbage.
Yeah.
And then it goes where? To a landfill. We have over 20 tons of bikes that aren't in landfills because they're giving it to us and we give it to a kid.
Incredible initiative. Larry, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back in just a few minutes.